Hey guys, Ryan here with the second week of November programming. This is the last week of the Intramural Open. We will actually on Saturday do our closing ceremonies, which basically means we're going to announce the winner of the Intramural Open. That means there's no chance to score points on that Sunday. You got to get everything done by Saturday the 9th. Also, there's not going to be any CVC class that's going to allow us to spend a little time hanging out in the gym and then celebrating completing that open and our accomplishments there. So CVC, if you want to take CVC, we'll have classes in Stanton. There's plenty of spots for people. No matter what your membership type is, you can go ahead and go to Stanton for CVC classes. If you're having trouble getting registered, let me know or let Anna Ruth know, and we'll get you signed up for those classes in Stanton for CVC that day. Otherwise, come hang out with us for the Intramural Open ending ceremonies there. All right, Monday. So we've got a strength portion. We've done this once before where we did our presses in our strength portion with dumbbells. We're going to do the same thing. Some of our heavier guys, Joby, are able to move up to kettlebells in this sequence. But you're working towards a heavy set of 3 or 5 reps, the heaviest single arm dumbbell press you can do. And like I said, that may end up being a kettlebell press for some people. Last time we did this, we prescribed the rest that you should get in between reps and sides, but this is going to be up to you to get to your best 5 reps in 12 minutes there. And then we've got an interval workout. We're going to work on some advanced push-up skills. There's going to be plenty of options for everybody there. We're going to work on some core work, the kind of advanced core hold there. We'll show you all the options there. And then pistols, kind of an advanced squat move, and we'll show you all the options you have there. You'll work through those a couple of times before getting a minute of rest. And then you'll go to the kind of simplified versions of those movements. And during those times, you're really going to knock out the reps. So you can think about the first half of this workout is going to be the harder option. You're probably not going to be working the entire 50 seconds, but you're going to try to get as much work in as you can during that time. And then the second half of this is going all out for those 50 seconds, getting every rep you can. And then after that, we got some extra credit to cool down those shoulders and those glutes, and then work on our flexibility. We're really hitting that seated straddle lately. We'll work on power cleans, getting ready for Tuesday in our skills acceleration. We're going to actually talk about pulling from the floor. There are some techniques that you need to know if you're going to be pulling from the floor, especially for the workout that we'll be doing Tuesday. A lot of overlap in CVC that day. Strict press, hollow rocks to work the core, pistols, single arm kettlebell swings and get the heart rate up, and since it's single arm, one-sided and heavy, you're going to be really working the core on those as well. So lots of overlap. Probably more intensity in this commitment workout than the overall CrossFit workout if you can compare the two, but still getting a lot of upper body strength, core work, and some advanced movements in there as well. Tuesday, power clean. So every 30 seconds on the 30 seconds means you're not going to get to your heaviest power clean, but you're going to be heavy enough that you need to use good technique on these single efforts. And so we're going to talk about the power clean, pulling from the floor as opposed to the hang power clean, what the difference is there, and why that looks different than a deadlift. And you'll have plenty of practice then over the course of those 10 minutes because you'll get 20 reps in addition to your warm-up reps. After that, we've got kind of another interval workout that day. It's 4-minute AMRAPs that repeat. So looking at toes to bar, box jumps, and wall balls, really going to get the heart rate up, and then you get a minute of rest, and then to rowing and some burpees over the rower the remaining 4 minutes, and you repeat those 2. So lots of breathing. This is a cardio workout for 20 minutes. You're not going to go super fast on this. You don't want to sprint through those 4 minutes because you got to keep redoing them over and over. And then we'll cool down shoulders, and maybe we'll cool down run for those that are game, and work on kettlebell snatches, getting ready for Wednesday. Confidence workout here. Lots of breathing in this one. This is mostly cardio. You're working a lot through the slam ball clean and throw, 2 minutes of box jumps, 2 minutes of rowing. You'll get to kind of catch your breath with the overhead plate walk, but then you got to repeat it again. So this is all about steady state, good consistent pace, just like the aerobic conditioning in either CrossFit or CVC that day. Wednesday, interesting strength workout here today. If you've done any of our lifting classes on Saturday, you know how challenging weighted box step ups can be and how much of a strength move they can be. So we're going to do that in this workout. We're going to focus on weight as opposed to height. So you're not going to do your highest step up here, but you're going to carry a lot of weight there. And there's some technique to making sure you're using using that leg that's on the box to get the most out of it, both on the way up and on the way down. After that, we've got some kettlebell work. You're going to make friends with the kettlebell. You've either got kettlebell swings or snatch work, and then you've got some goblet lunges or front rack lunges or run and repeat that. Looking to get 3 rounds in of this, which is actually almost like twice as many rounds as you're doing kind of different sides at a time for the blue and the purple, or you're repeating the movements to complete a round at the white, yellow, and orange there. And then some fun core stuff going on. There's lots of core this week. You're going to get crushed through the core. The ring body saw is an interesting move. Hollow rock and pigeon then to open up those hips. Double under practice for Thursday. Our workout in Stanton that day, our hump day hit class, unlike this past week where we basically did the same thing at both locations, we're going to give you an option this Wednesday. So you can hang out with the kettlebells and CrossFit, or you can come over to Stanton and do some deadlifts, and fairly heavy deadlifts there. You'll work with a partner. It's 4-minute AMRAPs with a minute of rest in between, kind of similar to Tuesday's structure in CrossFit. We'll work on deadlifts, and then you and your partner are going to figure out how to accomplish as much work as possible every 4 minutes, one person working at a time. So there's plenty of rest in here as well. So the intensity will stay pretty high when you have your turn to work. You've got some suggested weights or some options for the burpees to make sure you keep that intensity high. Thursday, this one is a grueling one. It's a 40-minute, I guess you could call it AMRAP. It's just constant movement through these movements that are going to keep your heart rate going. So you got to approach it thinking you got 40 minutes of work to do. Farmer's carry, running, rowing, sled push, slam ball over the shoulder cleans, double unders. You can approach these in any order. Expect to get almost through 2 full rounds of this. But it's just going to be constant movement. Lots of good conditioning that day. And then we'll just cool down and stretch out afterwards. And skills acceleration will be getting us ready for Friday's workout with kipping pull-ups. Vitality, a lot of work, not a whole lot of rest, just like the CrossFit workout. Movements are a little bit different, but again, you're kind of moving consistently for about 24 minutes on this one. Over the shoulder slam ball cleans, running mans, lateral running mans, weighted jump rope. The only chance to really catch your breath is those rotational side planks, but we know how tough those can be. Friday, as we've been doing this whole open sequence here, we've got another open workout on Friday, a past open workout, 18.5 thrusters and jumping pull-ups. It's a quick one, so we've got a lot of core work for you to do afterwards, which includes a full 5 minutes of hollow rocks or whatever your scaling option is there. We'll cool down the shoulders, and then no idea what skills acceleration is yet because we don't know what Saturday's workout is going to be in CrossFit. Our commitment workout that day, and Friday is a lot of overlap from CrossFit. It's going to be just as horrible with thrusters, the saber tooth, the ring rows, kneeling ball slams, or ski ergs in Stanton. Expect to really get close to redlining that day. Lots of intensity. Saturday's confidence workout. So it's been a while since we've done a whole lot of lunging. So you've got 4.5 minutes of lunging that day with the dumbbell hockey lunge, making sure we get a little bit of external rotation on that lunge. Plank walkover, so working on shoulder and core there. Running trio and bike, you're going to get the heart rate moving, and then plate snatch is going to keep the heart rate up as well through that big range of motion. And then we get to work on our 7 best push-ups to end the week. All right. We'll see you guys this week. Thanks.